Hi, I'm going to demonstrate the basic principles of sharpening. We have ideal period kit, which has a universal curette. This one is called Barnhorn. The number is 5-6, and the number 9 indicates that the handle is ever edge, is ergonomic, and you can sharpen it many times and it's gonna hold the cutting edge better. So all these are 9, are gonna end up with a number 9 right there. So this is a Barnhorn 5-6 universal curette. Because of universal, it has a cutting edge on both sides, right and left. The inside and the outside are cutting edges. In the area specific curettes, the Gracies, the 11-12 and the 13-14, they are 11-12 for mesial and the 13-14 for distal. These are not ever edge. These are not number 9 handles. They are the regular handles. I don't recommend them. Your hands get really stressed out with them, but they work. I'm gonna show them the sharpening later. Also, we have an ODU Explorer. This is the best Explorer for perio. It has all the angles that a 11-12 instrument would have modified, so it's like an 11-12 and a 13-14 in one, and it's just an Explorer. It's not an active instrument. We have, of course, the mirror, the pickups, and the anterior scaler with the hook and the other end. This one is also a Hue Freedy. It's 533 on a handle 6. It's not a 9, so this is not an ever edge. I do like the ever edge better. This one is one of my favorites. It's an Evi instrument. Also, they're all Hue Freedy. So it's an Evi 2. The 9 is the ever edge handle. It looks like a hook, and I use it for proximal surfaces. It has a long cutting edge, so you can really get everywhere. I use it subgingivally also. It's supposed to be supra, but when you are scaling on scaling and root planning, it works really good. This is a neighbor's a regular Explorer, and the other two are the 11-12 and 13-14. When you have the universal scalers, this is the Barnhorn. Like I said before, both sides are going to have a cutting edge. You know that because it's a universal scaler. The way to sharpen this is you put the sharpening store straight close to your body, and you have to put the cutting edge, any of them, either here or on the other side, straight at a 90-degree angle, and you're gonna sharpen only in one direction, so you don't go up and down, you only go up. So you keep the blade straight up at a 90-degree angle to the stone, and you go on one direction. It's supposed to be less than 10 strokes, so with a couple of them it's going to be sharp already. If you want to sharpen the other side, in this case I'm going to tilt the stone, but you shouldn't. It should be straight next to your body, and you just, look over it. So I'm going to sharpen the other side, After you did it, you have to clean it, and you can keep working on the patient. I'm gonna bring my patient. This is universal, so it's gonna be good for mesial and distal. And this is very important. It's gonna apply to the 11, 12, the Gracie scalars too. If you can see, this is a straight and a cross. So the correct way to see for the others too, if you are using it the right way, is that this has to be straight up and the chunk goes across the tooth. I'm gonna take another one. This is a 13-14, so this is a distal instrument. And how do I know if it's here or here? This is not a straight and this is not a cross, it's the other way around. So it's for a distal instrument, it's a 13-14, and it has to be a straight and a cross, which tells me that this, the inside blade, is the cutting edge. That is the only working surface of the cutting edge. So that's the only surface that you are going to sharpen. So you take your stone, you place it at a 90-degree angle. Notice that I'm opening a little bit so I can be on a 90-degree angle. This looks like a little straight blade, same as before. The other one is thinner because I've been sharpening it more times. This one is more a complete curette, hasn't been used that much. So I put it on a 90-degree angle, and same thing, I only sharpen on one direction. There is a feeling, I can feel that it's already sharp. You get used to it. You clean it and it's ready to be used on the distal surfaces. And again, straight, and across. The other way to see if you are using the right place, if you're in the right place, is just to get the other side, and you can see that it's not straight across, it's kind of wavy. I'm gonna take the 11-12, which is a mesial Gracie. Same thing. If you put the wrong end of the instrument, it's just gonna be going to different places. If you put it on the right place or in the right position, it goes straight up and across. So one more time, this is telling me that the cutting edge, because it's an 11-12, is the inside, this one. That one is the only one I sharpen. So is this one here. I take my stone, I put my blade on a 90-degree angle, it's done, and I clean it. And it's ready to be used on a mesial surface. Now these two instruments and this one, the barhorn that I explained before, are basically the same. This is universal, so this is going to have a use instead of these two. The Nevi, which is this hook looking instrument, it's really good. Has a long cutting edge, and it can get really in proximal areas really good. It's kind of different because it's pointy. Oh, the curettes, the Gracies, should not be pointy. If you are sharpening them and they look pointy, you're sharpening them the wrong way. They should always look like a spoon. Straight and round in the end. So this one is pointy. The section is triangular. It doesn't show it too good, but it ends in a point. And when you sharpen this instrument, you can tilt it. I'm going to do this side. You can tilt a little bit. It doesn't have to be straight, because the section, the cutting edge, is actually like a triangle like this. So you have to tilt it a little bit to get the edge flat towards the stone. Same thing, you go up one direction. To sharpen the other side, same idea, you tilt it a little bit so the whole cutting edge is laying flat. And that's it. There is a shorter version of this one, of the Levi. It's called a 204S. It's basically short, but it's the same idea I'm sharpening. The same idea applies to this one. This one is the anterior scaler. You can see the point here a little bit more. So this pointy instrument is also triangular. Same idea, same principle. You are going to rest the blade completely. So you have to tilt it a little bit towards you. You always use the stone straight. So I'm doing this, I'm tilting it just for the camera, but basically 1, 2, 3, 4. The other side. Clean it, and you can go to anterior teeth. And that's pretty much it. This stone is an orange stone, and it is a medium grit. I don't recommend the white ones and the gray ones that use oil, the Arkansas stones. They really get flat too fast and they don't sharpen really well. I actually like these big orange stones a lot.